What up, y'all? It's your boy Cyraxx. And this video is going out to the person who produced my latest song. He produced the instrumental for it, and he goes by the name of Zentrix Beats. Now, Zentrix, you're a good dude. Alright, I've dove into some of your stuff. And you have some amazing instrumentals, my guy. Not gonna lie. But when it comes to the music industry as a whole, you're kind of lacking on knowledge, dude. See, I've been doing music for a lot longer than you have. Not trying to discredit you because you're an amazing producer. Not gonna lie, you're amazing at what you do. Now, here's the thing that you don't realize. Okay? Now, before I get into that, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Willkins, aka Cyraxx. I've been doing music since 2008. I have owned my current independent record label, War Studios, since 2016. Now, as I said, I've been doing music for a lot longer than you have. Not that it matters, but in my experience, there are some things that you are missing out on, or maybe misinformed or misled about. So allow me to correct you of your mistakes. Now, when I found that instrumental, and I recorded my song, Devil in Disguise, I gave you credit. I put produced by and your name. Now, you may have sold the beat, but if you did not want anyone to use the beat, you should have put in there not for use, or just simply taken it down. That way nobody can use it. Now, what you don't realize, dude, is there's artists every day that use free instrumentals, whether they're sold or not. See, when you put free on an instrumental, that allows us to use the instrumentals. Now, with me owning the Cyraxx brand and the War Studios brand, currently your sale as a producer is void. Now, I could sit there and say that I own it because it falls under my name. Once I used it, the beat then became mine, which I own, the Cyraxx brand and the name. And it also fell under the War Studios brand, which is the independent record label that I run with myself and a few of my friends who have been doing music for many years. Now, as I said, I could claim it straight out. I could, but I'm not that kind of guy because I, like you, am a businessman. And believe me, I know a lot about business. I know loopholes, marketing, all that stuff. Now, if I made any money off the song, I'd be willing to split the profit with you 50-50, right down the middle. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm willing to split the profit with you because you produced the beat, which was an amazing beat, which is why I chose it. I chose your instrumental for a reason, because when I look for an instrumental, I not only look for ones that are free, I look for ones that suit my style, that pique my interest, ones that I can work with, and it just happened to be that yours was one that I could actually work with, that actually drew me into the style I was going for at that point in time. Now, like I said, this is not a hate video towards you at all. But there's some things that you need to learn about the music industry, kid. People lose instrumentals every day to people like myself who actually have ownership over labels. So let what I do be a lesson to you. Now, as I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm simply trying to help you to keep from making mistakes that I made. Because like yourself, I produce instrumentals as well. I've been making beats for a little over 10 years now. Now I know what you're thinking. Dude, if you produce your own beats and instrumentals, then why don't you do everything yourself? Because I'm the kind of person that when I make an instrumental, I'm not able to work with my own instrumental. I'm not able to vibe with my own work. And there's a lot of artists that are like that. There's a lot of artists that are like that. They make an instrumental or a beat, and they're just not able to work with what they produced. Or they don't like their own work enough to be able to work with it. Nothing wrong with that. It happens to all of us. But as I said, I gave you credit. And see, you might think that I'm special needs, and to a certain extent you'd be right. But in all reality, I'm a lot smarter than what you think. Because as I said, I've been doing music longer than you have. So believe me, I know my way around the music industry quite a bit better than what you would think, dude. Now, as I said, I'm not here to take up your time. I'm not here to be an asshole to you. But I'm here to simply say that your instrumental now belongs to me. But me being the nice guy that I am, if I make any money off of my instrumental, off your instrumental, off of my song, I will split the profit with you 50-50. And it's because I'm a nice guy. As I said, matter of fact, I'd even be willing to sit down with you and work out a deal with you. I'd be willing to let you produce instrumentals for my music, and I'd pay you for it once I'm able to get paid for what I'm doing now on YouTube. Once I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'd be willing to pay you. I'd be willing to work with you as a full-time producer. Why? Because you're good at what you do, and I respect you. But when it comes to music as a whole, you have a lot to learn. When a record label or an artist who owns their name and owns their brand comes along and chooses somebody's instrumental like I chose yours, what you don't realize is your ownership becomes void in them producing the song. Because once they produce the song and they alter it in any way, shape, or form, whether it be adding vocals, tweaking little things here and there, that instrumental then becomes theirs. Now, by me adding my vocals as an artist, the minute that I added vocals, your instrumental then became mine. 100%. Why? Because I have full ownership under BMI for War Studios LLC and my name, Cyraxx. Now, as I said, I'm not a bad guy. As I said, if I make any money off this music, if I make any money off my album that I'm working on, Angels and Demons, I'll split the profit with you as far as the instrumental goes. I have zero problem with that because I'm an honorable and I'm a reasonable businessman. But let this be a lesson to you. If you don't want anybody to use your instrumental after you've sold it, you need to take it off of YouTube. Plain and simple. But as I said, if you'd like, I'm willing to make a deal with you once I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, which I'm not very far off of. I'm willing to make a deal with you. I'm willing to make a producer deal with you. I'll sit down. I'll make an agreement. I'll type up an agreement. And, I can send it back to you. And I can have the lawyer or a friend that I know have it notarized. I have no problem with that. So just think about it. As I said though, man, keep up the good work. And as I said, I hope that you don't hate me for this. But if you do, I understand. That's not a problem. But as I said, dude. As I said, I'm willing to work with you. Just think about the deal. And I do hope the best for you in the future, man. Peace.